It's now time for our segment 2001 A Sports Oddity. This plays on the title of the song that is played at South Carolina football games 2001 A Space Odyssey. And this week we actually have one. So, as you know, Easter was last Sunday. And for many people, dyeing or decorating hard boiled eggs is a time honored tradition. This year, Kansas City Chiefs defensive lineman Tanoh Kpassagnon put a twist on this tradition.
Kpassagnon drew Andy Reid's face on a handful of eggs. The resemblance is uncanny and honestly a little scary. Although they do look a little like Walter White, the attention to detail is incredible. Really surprised it was a player, but Kpassagnon, well done. Alright, moving on to our next segment, Quick Hitters. Here we'll set a timer for 5 minutes and try to go through as many sports-related topics as we can. Ryan, are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready. This is by far my favorite segment. So,
let's get this thing started.
Got 5 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1. The Chargers and the Rams are predicted to be the teams on Hard Knocks this year. Your thoughts?
Same stadium, same colors, same logo. Different logo.
Their
honestly,
logo.
Though, yeah. I approve of it.
Mm-hmm. As someone who has never watched Hard Knocks, I will I'm gonna roll with it. Might as well.
All right. The Bucs released 3 new uniforms: red, white, and pewter. Buy one, bench one, burn one.
I am buying the pewter, benching the red, and burning the white. What about you?
I am buying the pewter, benching the white, burning the red.
Fair enough. Moving on. The Masters would have been this weekend. Is the green jacket the best non-trophy trophy in sports?
Yes, I believe it is.
I agree with you. Just some of the other ones I thought of were gold medals or title belts, but I feel like you can get the most mileage out of a green jacket.
Agreed. Easter. The greatest return from the dead story of all time was celebrated yesterday. What is the greatest back from the dead story in sports?
I am going to go with Leicester City from either 2015 or 2016 when they had 5,000 to 1 odds to win the Premier League and did so. What do you think?
I'm going to have to go with them as well. 5,000 to 1, I haven't heard anything like that ever.
Great. All right, so Nick Saban, Alabama football's head coach, finally learns how to text and gets an email.
Good for him, man. Now, if he could only get a kicker.
I know where to find one. Yeah. Let's move on.
All right, moving on. The WNBA draft is this Friday. Does anyone other than Sabrina Ionescu go first?
As much as I would love for South Carolina Gamecock Tyesha Harris to go number 1, it's not happening. Sabrina Ionescu is unbelievable.
I totally agree. I don't see anyone other than her getting the first pick.
Okay, let's move on. The NHL is hearing offers from cities to host playoff games. These cities include Manchester, New Hampshire, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and Grand Forks, North Dakota. What are your thoughts on this?
Do any of these cities have enough hotels for 16 teams? I think that's the first thing we need to ask ourselves here.
That's a real logistical issue. I looked it up. Grand Forks has a population of about 57,000 people, and I actually don't think they have enough hotels. Let's move on.
Christian McCaffrey just signed a 4-year, $64 million extension to stay in Carolina, making him the highest paid running back.
He deserves every penny of that, but I hope that he can use some of that money to buy an offensive line. What do you think?
Agreed. He's a phenomenal football player. Honestly, I think he carried the Panthers last year. Oh. So team success follows.
I know he carried the Panthers last year. That's a fact. Pass interference reviews and SkyRef are not going to be implemented this season in the NFL. Your thoughts?
The reviews are kind of annoying because they just take way too long. I'm fine with that.
That's fair. I mean, I kind of think that everything should be reviewable, but until that point, I'm okay with this move. It's not that bad.
All right, Devin Booker won the NBA 2K challenge. Honestly, I think his reward should be a get out of Phoenix free card. What do you think his reward should be?
I'm thinking that since it was him and fellow Sun DeAndre Ayton in the finals, the Suns should be allowed to change divisions so they don't have to play the Warriors, Lakers, and Clippers 4 times a year.
That would be good.
Let's move on. So this weekend, ESPN reran 3 spelling bees. What is one word that you constantly misspell?
Separate. I always think it's SEPERATE. It's ARATE.
Man.
Or AR. See, I'm doing it now. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, I was right. ARATE. There you go. Separate.
I'm not going to correct you. I don't even know. Next one.
The NBA is planning on taking at least 25 days to come back after they're cleared. Thoughts?
I think this makes a lot of sense. Like, it should... How they're planning to do it is 11 days of, okay. That is time. Well, we did not make it through all of our topics this time, but that is fully okay. That's how this segment works. Sometimes we'll do it, sometimes we won't. Let's just move on to shout-outs. What do you have this week?
Shout out to the Chicago restaurant Chipmunks. They had a card on their table that said, "During this outbreak, remember to remain at least 10 feet away from others." If you're wondering how far that is, picture a Bears wide receiver, then imagine where Trubisky actually threw the pass. That distance is about 10 feet.
That's amazing. Like, it'll actually be a quarterback controversy when Nick Foles gets to town.
Yep.
So my shout-out this week goes to John Krasinski's Some Good News video segment, which this week featured Boston healthcare workers getting to go to Fenway Park and throw out the ceremonial first pitch of the MLB season. I am by no means a Red Sox fan, but huge thank you to these healthcare workers and to Mr. Krasinski for making it happen.
Yep, I second that. Definitely thank you to all of them for the work they've been doing, and for Mr. Krasinski for making that happen for him. So yeah, I second that. Thank you, Ryan.
Mm-hmm. So just a couple things in closing. Scheduling notice. We have a birthday on staff next Monday, so because of that, we are going to be pushing back our recording date to either Tuesday or Wednesday, and we'll post it a day after that happens.
Yeah, tune in next week as we recap whatever happens over these next 8 days, and we get to do NFL draft predictions.
I'm really excited for that one. As always, please go follow our Twitter at KickerandWB. That's Kicker, the word, and WB.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. But until then, keep the laces out.
And stay hydrated. We'll talk to you next week.